Your presence here tonight means a lot to me. It would mean a lot to Gina if she were here. You'll notice that she's not here. She's up in Illinois with her mother, who has terminal pancreatic cancer and has taken a turn for the worse. But I know that you send her your thoughts and prayers, and she's comforted by that. By your presence here tonight, you stand for the ideal that our founding fathers found most important, that it's the citizens, not the politicians, that are the strength and foundation of our political system. An election should be about a choice, clear choices between candidates. And I look forward in these upcoming questions to clearly delineate my positions from those of my opponents. And as for the last 19 years, you've known I've tried to conduct myself openly and honestly with you and to build trust with you. And tonight I'm still working on building that trust as a candidate for your representative. Thank you all for showing up. Okay, folks, I want to use up every second of every answer on this issue. I look at Rachel Connor right there. I look at Grant and George, and I look at Sydney. These kids are our next generation. They're our most important generation. Our legislation has done them wrong. So you say, what can we do right to help it? There's too much testing. There's too much stress on the kids from testing. There's too much stress on the teachers if the kids don't test well enough. Our principals, our administrators, don't get to run the schools like the community thinks they should. Our local school boards have no operational control, and he's part of it. Now, when he says there was a one-time stimulus from Obama that didn't return, it's because it was a one-time stimulus. It wasn't going to come back. When he said there's lawsuits, well, if we had education doing right, we wouldn't have all these lawsuits down there. Superintendent, charter schools. I am pro-public education. I look at these kids, they're what's right about democracy. Every kid in that classroom, equal, and equal opportunity for an education, which in Texas, it's always been that your best ticket to a better life starts with an education. We need to stop this moving away from public schools towards this privatization. And the only way you're going to do that is to put in people like me and get rid of incumbents like him.
Minute and a half.
Of all the forums we have done this campaign season, this by far has been the best attended. Wouldn't you say, Mr. Thompson? Thank you, friends. 19 years ago, a young doctor came to your town, as green as could be, not sure if he knew enough to do a good job, but determined he would work as hard as he could for his patients. You took me into this community, and you have allowed me 19 years of doing the job that I love, of helping people. 16 years ago, you took into this community a transplant from Illinois named Gina. And then you told me a couple of years ago, Dr. Sheffield, we'd hate to lose you, but we couldn't do without Gina. So I know where I am in the pecking order. The reason I'm running is to continue to serve people like you, in a different office. The differences between myself and these opponents are great. All you have to do is look at our reputations, talk to people who know us, talk to people who worked with us, and you'll know the truth. And the truth is, I am pro-public education. I am pro-healthcare for the small town and rural areas. I am anti-career politician. Some people call them incumbents. I think we've got too many of them, and when they're all on a first-name basis, and they're all getting these endorsements, that means endorse now, pay the favor back later. I'm tired of that, and if you are, I appreciate your vote on Election Day. And thank you very much.